Okay. Well, there ain't nobody on yet, and that's all right because everybody will be on in just a minute. Um, yep. For those of you who are watching after the fact, yep, I'm in the dog catcher van. Except for I'm really not a dog catcher, I'm an electrician. But anyway, we'll have somebody on here in just a minute, I'm sure. Um, Certain we will. Certain we will. In just a few minutes. It's about getting ready to go to work time. Getting ready for the next week. Time it is around our house anyway. Let's see where we're at. Having to do it out here because we got the kids in the house. And the baby's here and she tries to go to sleep a lot. So Tina said, if you're going to do a live, you need to get out there and do it outside. And no good place to hold my camera, but I got this little handy dandy mount in the van, so it works out pretty good. So anyway, I'm thinking there'll be somebody on here in a minute. I'm believing there will. It was a spring up live, and we just had a Shed Wars video come out, so a lot of people are probably already watching our stuff, which is probably not a good idea. But anyway, somebody's on here. Let's see who it is. Somebody give me a thumbs up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. I got where I can see the comments. There's two people. Hey, Tony Walsh, how are you doing? I just got through returning a email back to Ed Hatmaker, who said that y'all are going to have a meet up in South Georgia, and then he's going to have another one up in North Georgia. So Fred Henry's up here. So I guess we're going to meet him with Fred because we're not but about, I don't know, maybe 10 miles away from Fred, 15, somewhere around there. Did I lose Tony? Hey, Tony, you're back. You just fixed to tell me to check my email. I appreciate that. I sure do appreciate that. But I mean, we may end up coming down there. Who knows? But if he's gonna have somebody up here, you know, that's kind of the way it goes sometimes. Let's see here. Is that Tony Walsh back on? Probably is. Oh, there he is. But I don't know. We may be coming down there to the south. I'd love to go down there and meet you and Rick from Lala Farm. I really would. But at the same time, I don't want to leave Fred up here hanging by himself. And if they're going to be dropping by within 10 or 15 minutes of the house, we may just go ahead and see them then. But I gotta get them on the phone and find out exactly what we're going to do. Let's see here. Oh, there's Dan Permaculture. Hey, Dan. How are you? I let this thing get away from me. How are you doing? You still growing a whole bunch of stuff down there, Dan? I bet you are. Well, you're going to win the floor. Well, that's how I treat my guests there. I just knocked y'all down on the floor. That's kind of funny. That's kind of funny right there. Sorry about that, everybody. I didn't mean to treat everybody so badly. Okay, got you now. Yeah, we do. We definitely have plenty of time to get together. Yeah, y'all are. Growing season just started. Where are you at, Dan? You're in South Florida? Or at least I think that's where you are. Turn that way. Says the growing season just started. Hey, Sheila's Vlogs. How are y'all doing? Central Florida. somewhere right around Orlando. Hey, Irish Colleen, how are you doing? Well, yeah, that's what I wanted to get talking to everybody about was Ray, Urban Grandpa Prepper. We are really wanting to. Ray had talked to everybody about running his playlist, and I hadn't heard anything out of him here lately about running his playlist. But the thing is, I don't see him monetized yet, so I'm assuming he's still needing some people to run his playlist. And man, you talking about somebody who is dedicated to watching your playlist. Man, he watched every single video on our playlist and commented on every single video. I mean, he watched them. He didn't just let it roll. He watched all of them. So yeah, if anybody can roll his playlist, I sure would appreciate it because he's an awesome guy. Hey, Irish Colleen, how are you? But Dan, if you don't know Urban Grandpa Prepper, get him, go sub him. He's a great channel. He's absolutely great people. And I know Tony's rolled his stuff a lot too. He is a true watch time partner. He really is, Tony. He's good people. And we've known Ray for a while. He gives some excellent advice. Excellent human being. I mean, just salt of the earth. But yeah, I'm just wanting everybody to try to, as much as we can, to help each other. And for the people who don't know that they need some help, you know, we wanna help them out. And Sheila's Vlogs, I don't know if you know them or not, but it's Urban Grandpa Prepper. He's a great guy and got a great channel. But Urban Grandpa Prepper is who it is, Dan. And Tony, can you put a link up here for him? Do you know how to do that? I mean, I could probably do it. I should have another device, but I don't have it. Yeah, he's a super great guy. He really is. And thank you so much, Tony, man. You're an absolute blessing. Man, absolute blessing. I sure do appreciate that. But yeah, we got the Shed Wars video out today. I'm going to try to put another one out in a couple of, probably, I was putting them out back to back, and we just wasn't getting very many. Thank you, Dan. Man, if you could run his playlist a little, just watch some of his stuff, however you wanted to do it. Man, he'll run your playlist back, and he watches over and over again. Like I say, comments on everything. What are you doing? Come on in. Tina's right here. She's gonna come say hello. Hold on. She got a little package here. It's the reason we're not doing the live in the house.
Here.
We got a
look at
this.
Oh, bakers.
Look at this. This is Tatey.
Look right here.
This is the newest old grandbaby. So we got, oh, thank you so much, Dan. You're awesome, man. You truly are. Wonderful guy. Want to say hey, Tina?
Hi, Tina.
But this one's Tatey right here. And hers a sweet baby. Yes, she is. Oh, yeah, Irish Colleen likes her.
Oh.
Yeah, thank you so much, Tony, for putting that up there, putting that link up there. He's awesome.
Oh,
he is absolutely awesome. But yeah, well, that's who I'm hoping to get us some watch time for Ray. I'm trying to get watch time for Ray.
I'm trying to get sleep time for Nana.
Yeah, she's been watching that baby constantly. So, you know, we can't, if we do it in there very much, we keep the baby up. Ed's attention to detail took a purge hit. Yep, he did. So everybody needs to check out their sub status to him too. Yeah, Tony, if you can put that on there, I'd appreciate that too, man. Because he's absolutely awesome. Ed's attention to detail. They're fixing to, Ed and Ernie are fixing to come to Georgia, and they're going to meet up with us. They're going to meet up with Lala Farm. And Dan, you know Ernie Hatmaker? Ernie and Ed. Hey, Voon, how are you doing? Good to see you. But yeah, everybody needs to But anyway, they're coming to Georgia. Ernie and Ed Hatmaker are, and they're gonna stop in North Georgia and then stop in South Georgia, and they're coming to see us. So that's absolutely awesome. I'm tickled pink to get to see them because they're awesome people. You don't know Ernie Hatmaker? Man, she grows everything. Her and Ed do. They're a good garden channel. They're great. But I'll have to tell her about you and get her to come over there and sub you. That's Ed's attention to detail. Ernie's his wife. And yeah, they'll sub you right back. They really will. They're great people, and they do a lot of good gardening too. But man, Dan, I'm gonna tell you, Dan grew them pumpkins you grew down there absolutely huge. And then mangoes, man, Dan is killing it down there. He didn't even start his growing season yet. I mean, he's just now getting started. Man, I've hardly seen very many people in the world that can grow like Dan can grow. Man, he can just grow anything. But yeah, we've talked. Me and Tina's talked about we're going to try to get on your thing and get some seeds from you. Can't stay. Just want to pop in and tell you thank you so much. That's all we really wanted, Colleen. That's all. How are you doing too? Are you okay? Your eyesight, has it gotten any better? Is it? Because we're still praying for you, and y'all all keep Colleen on your prayer list. She's got a problem with her eyesight. Hey, Australian Radio Indy. Oh man, that's awesome. From Australia. Yep, I love that video you did of the beach out there and then that walkway, man, out in the middle of the ocean. That was absolutely awesome. If y'all don't know him, that's Australian Radio Indy. They're an awesome channel too. We shouted them out a few weeks ago. Absolute great channel, great people. And if anybody needs a shout out, let us know. We'll shout you out on tomorrow's video too, if you need a shout out. What's going on, Tony and Leanne? That's my buddies right there. They're great folks. Let's see here. But yeah, I appreciate you, Dan. I appreciate you getting with everybody. Tony and Leanne, post y'all's link up there if you can, and anybody that's on here can sub them, and y'all can sub them back and forth to one another. They're a great channel too. Tony and Leanne live totally off grid. If anybody on here don't know them, and that's doing redneck things with Tony and Leanne. They have total solar and wind power. Hey, Newman Outdoors, how you doing, man? Good to see you. I love Newman Outdoors channel too, man. He's got a lot of fishing, a whole lot of good stuff going on over there. He's got a cute little dog. But yeah, Tony and Leanne's got a raised bed garden that's off the chain, just absolutely off the chain. They got a great raised bed garden going on. But yeah, we're doing real good. We just got through putting in our fall garden, a lot of our fall garden stuff. Hey, Walsh, did you we put in, I was going to tell y'all, while y'all are gardeners, most of you are, man, we put in celery, Brussels sprouts, trying to think of what, butter crunch lettuce, some onions, carrots, trying to think of what all else, all kind of stuff that are going for the fall garden. So it's really going to be a pretty good garden if it all comes in. And she's finally got a pumpkin on that pumpkin vine. I mean, it's a huge pumpkin vine, but I don't know why we're having trouble pollinating. So I guess we're going to have to get some bees down here. I don't know. We thought about keeping bees, but I'll tell you what, y'all are going to get to see some funny videos if we keep bees. That's going to be some funny stuff. Yeah. Hey, I appreciate that. Newman. Thank you very much. You got cucumbers, tomatoes, carrots, beans, peas, and lettuce going. Yeah, you can grow those cucumbers. We still got the tomatoes growing. Man, we found out why her cucumbers didn't grow. You know, we couldn't figure it out because her cucumbers grew. Hey, Jan, how you doing? Yep, and what we're here for is so everybody can run Ray's playlist. That's what we're looking for is Ray's way behind on his watch time, and we want to try to run his playlist if we can. And that's somebody right there that'll run your playlist. Ken's Maple Leaf Forge and stuff. Man, that's one of the best friends you can ever get on YouTube. They are good people. Ken's an awesome human being, absolute awesome human being. One of the best drone pilots on the planet too. He's very good with that drone. It's 9:35 a.m. on a Monday. Oh man, that is so crazy. And y'all are just now starting springtime too. Tina is real life with Michelle and Rob. Tina is with the baby. She is with the baby, so she's not on here. She had the baby on here just a minute ago. Hey, Rob, how are you doing? Good to see you. Hey, thank y'all so much for running our playlist. Man, I love y'all guys forever for that. Thank y'all so much for that. Our numbers have went way up. We ain't got there yet, but we're a lot closer. But yeah, who we're wanting to get is Urban Grandpa Prepper. And like I say, Tony Walsh will tell you on here, he done him the same way. Ray at Urban Grandpa Prepper, he's a great channel. He's got a lot of great advice. Just one of the best human beings that is on YouTube. And but anyway, he needs his to get his watch time up. So, and man, he watched every single video we had and commented on them all. And then he didn't only do ours like that. He did Tony Walsh's like that and several other people. So if you can, go and tell him you're going to run his playlist or go and sub him if you hadn't subbed to him. He's a great guy, great channel. His link's on here already. I'm having to keep rolling it up. I'm sorry. So I can keep up with everybody. Yeah, there's Uncle Al. How you doing? Good to see you, Uncle Al. Uncle Al's another one we need to probably run his playlist too. I've run a bunch of Uncle Al's playlist a pretty good bit, but yeah, he's another one that we probably need to run some playlist for. Uncle Al's awesome. He's got an awesome channel. Tina, I'm gonna tell you something, Al. You have rubbed off on Tina worse than running His Way Homestead right now. I appreciate you, Rob. Thank you for that too. Believe it or not, I'm running His Way Homesteads in the house right now. I've been running theirs too. Yeah, Voon, I've ran Voon's a time or two. Let's see here, but I've ran, yeah, everybody ends up running everybody's, don't they? They really do. Everybody ends up running everybody's playlist over and over again. Yeah, but we need to get you a little bit closer. We need to get you closer, Voon. So even though you got a long way to go, I'll tell you something, Voon. These lives, believe it or not, man, they help. They help. And you'll think, well, man, I ain't got nobody on this live. There ain't nobody hardly on here. But man, they do. They really do help. Because we can run, if we run a live 3 or 4 days a week, our numbers go way, way, way up. If we don't, our numbers go way, way, way down. And I think it's just being a small channel. Going to work at 8:37 in the month in South Korea. You're in South Korea, Sheila. Yeah, I know you. Yeah, that's right. You are in South Korea. Yeah, you've got a great channel. I've watched a pretty good bit of your stuff. I just didn't realize that was who you was right there for a minute. Yeah, that is absolutely awesome. Just ran Peach yesterday. Well, good to see you, Sheila's Vlogs. Let's see here. Yep, Boom Child, I am telling you, you need to go live. You need to do a live cooking program where we can all watch you cook something live. And that would be really cool. But you get your numbers up a lot with lives. Now, Michelle and Rob, man, those Dana, I'm trying to think of his last name, Coverstone videos y'all got, man, they got a lot of hits. I had never seen nobody have that many hits on some stuff. Yeah, I appreciate that, Jan. You running His Way. Yep, and if we can do Urban Grandpa Preppers is, after you get through running whoever's you're running or whatever. But Ray still, I hadn't talked to Ray. I just know that Ray was needing the help. And let's see, yeah, they really blew up, boy, didn't they, Rob? They really did. I mean, y'all got some of them that's got like 70,000 or more than that now views. And that's just amazing, man. I couldn't have been prouder for you guys over that. You go check the playlist, Uncle Al. Yep. But I couldn't have been prouder for y'all than that. That was absolutely awesome. Here's a good channel. They're fairly new. Go sub them. Okay. I sure will. I sure will. And whoever can post whoever's thing up here, I'm totally good with it. Because honest to God truth, when we started out our YouTube channel, this was the philosophy. Well, we started it a long time ago, but it was pretty much a way just to hide our PIN number from the bank. Because nobody was watching our videos. And we could store any secret information we wanted to on our YouTube channel. Nobody'd ever see it. And it was that way for years. And so we just used it to store our home movies. And then all of a sudden we started pretending like we had a channel. And then next thing you know, we got a video that had, just thousands of hits on it. And we were like, what the heck happened here? So we were like, man, we'll just make a bunch more of those and this will be real easy. And it wasn't real easy like that. And the top one's hitting at 78,000. But that was all God. I believe it. That is awesome. Yep, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Rob. I sure do. I sure do. And yeah, anybody who hadn't subbed Jan needs to sub Simply Jan and roll her list sometime too, because she's gonna be there at 1,000 quick. And like I say, Jan's shouted out everybody on the internet. She really did a great job of that. The other two video are both at 30,000 each. Well, that is awesome. That is awesome. But yeah, when we did our channel, it was like that. And right when we first started getting subs, me and Tina talked to each other. We said, man, we got to figure out how to grow this YouTube channel because it's harder than we thought it was. And I said, how do we do that? And we just looked at each other and I said, well, you know what? I think I know how it is, how I need to do it. The best way for me to help me, I mean, it's a good thing this is on Sunday because I know this is a little preachy and I hope nobody gets ill about it. But the best way for you to help yourself ever is to help somebody else. If you want to help, if you help somebody else, God will help you. So we decided right off the bat, the first thing we were going to do was be about helping other channels. So we really put a lot of effort into the Shout Out Mondays and to the Shed War stuff because we really want to help the other channels. And when we do, God helps us and we just get help, when we care about others. And we've got a great little community here that all helps each other. And I am so proud of that. But, thank you, Simply Jan Homestead. Bullfrog says, hi, Tony and Leanne. Yeah, I checked out your video you made today. Are you shouting out the Crazed Family? Because Crazed Family Homestead is an awesome channel. And if that was the link you put up here, Michelle, I can talk about them for a little bit. They're an awesome channel. Awesome people. We went to them. We've got several different and if somebody needs subs, let me know. Now I've already subbed Jan with all of them, but if any more of y'all need any more subs, we have a few channels because Kaylee here, our little girl, she has a channel. Crazed Family Homestead. They're awesome. Man, her little girl is the funniest little girl in the world. She's just absolutely adorable. She's hilarious. Yep, we're live, Nicho Lees. How you doing? Good to see you. But still ain't got no sleep. I know you're probably gonna ask that. But no, I still don't get no sleep. Not as much as I'd like to, especially with this little baby here. She cries all night. Have you watched Homestead Aquarius new video? He quit Tim. Oh no, he didn't really quit. He's not really quitting. I'll help anyone to ask what a question. Ken will, man. Let me tell you something. Ken, you talking about the best friend you can have there? Ken's Maple Leaf Forge and Homestead. He's the best friend that you could possibly have, man. He's a great person. He'll help you anyway. We've rolled each other's list a bunch of times, and he shouted out us. We've shouted out him, and he's just a great channel. But Ken's got if y'all don't know Ken's got a motorcycle that he rides, and he's got a drone that he flies all over the place and does some great stuff. Frank, you're pretty awesome too. Oh, thank you, Boone. That's very sweet. Boone is awesome channel too, because Boone can cook anything on earth and make it good. I mean, she's probably one of the best cooking channels there is on YouTube. You really, honest to God, truth, Boone, you should be a lot bigger than what you are. Your channel should be like one of the biggest channels on YouTube. But I'm not just being sweet. I'm being serious. Your channel is, as far as cooking shows go, you got one of the best cooking shows there is out there. I don't see how you're not already at 4,000 or 5,000 subs. You put that bullfrog up there. That's another one. If y'all don't know him, Ken's at 950. Yeah, man, I didn't realize you. Yes, we got to get Ken on over 950. Anybody's got any extra channels or anything like that, go to Ken's Maple Leaf Forge. Man, he needs you to go over there. That's an absolute a big one we need to go to. And anybody that can run Urban Grandpa Prepper, if you sub Urban Grandpa Prepper, he'll sub you back. He's a great person. He's just great people. And he's got some great advice. Oh, thank you, Ken. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. But me and Tina definitely do appreciate you. But Urban, you love Ray. You already got him. He's great, man, because he was talking on there. Common sense. Just him and Uncle Al's got the most common sense of anybody that you'll ever see. He's showing you stuff that you need to have. He's like, don't necessarily, if you're going to prep, don't necessarily prep just for a zombie apocalypse. Prep for this storm that's coming to where you can't, where you're not going to have the stuff that you need in that storm. And he just gives some great advice. Yes, old fellas got to stick together, don't we, Ken? Yeah, we sure do. Yeah, Ray is awesome. He is awesome. Absolute awesome people. Hey, Ken, that cart thing you got. Oh, thank you, man. Australian Radio Indie. He's got a great. Need to do another song video. Yeah, no, I'd like to. I would like to. I like to play. But Australian Radio Indie, now that one right there's got a great channel over there too, and he's got another channel too that he's just did about all the stuff that's in Australia, just in his neighborhood, about things that are going on over there. I can't remember the name of that channel, saved my life. But anyway, it's a great channel. Give us a loan, Frank. I don't know what you're saying, DJ Lee's. I'm slow, but yeah, I love playing songs and singing. Give us a song. Okay. Man, I would, but my neighbor over there will probably call the law and have me locked up if I was to do something like that. but no, I love to sing. I love to sing and play. It's a lot of fun. It's a whole lot of fun to do that. But yeah, we'll do another song video coming up. We've thought about it. I got a couple of guys who can really play real good. I appreciate that, Tony. I got a couple of guys that can really play real good that I'm gonna get back on base. Hey man, Tony, how you doing? That's Tony at Our Cabin in the Woods. He's another awesome channel right there, man. Awesome people. But yeah, and most everybody already knows everybody. But yeah, I got a couple of guys that I've played in the band with for years that are just really smoking musicians, and it is good for the soul, Tony. It sure is. But man, I am tired. Tina has worked me. There it is. There's Jonesy out and about now. That's the other channel that he's got there. That's an awesome channel. But yeah, I'm a little tired. Man, Tina has worked me. I mean, worked me like a piece of livestock today. Need to sing on Fridays and Jules Live. Yeah, I do. I've thought about getting on there and singing a little bit, playing a little bit with Jules. He's a great guy too. I love him to death. But yeah, man, we got up this morning. It started all out with build you 2 away from 850. Oh man, we got to get Jan. Hey, can anybody in on here got 2 subs that we can get to Simply Jan to get her at 850? Because we sure would like to see Jan hit 850. I'd like to see Jan hit 900 and then pop on up to 1,000. Jan deserves to be at 1,000. She really does. But yeah, we started out this morning. We bought this shelf, a metal shelf, go in the house, and we decided something. Man, we're doing away with all of the, she just hit 850. Good deal, Ken. Good deal. That's awesome. Try the African line. Yeah, I know Mickey Bell. He's good people. Nietzsche Lee said, I got her one today. Good deal. Jan's awesome. Jan is absolutely awesome. She's one of the best friends you could ever have. She's great people. Uncle Al says 1 sec. Okay. But, man, we've decided to make a long story short and, instead of a long story long, instead of having, like chest of drawers and dressers, and oh man, I appreciate that, Rob. Thank you. But instead of having, chest of drawers and dressers and stuff like that, we're buying the metal. They look like shelves that would be in a kitchen. They're, like chrome metal shelves. They're, about $80 at Home Depot. But anyway, we're buying a bunch of those and putting them all around the rooms on the walls. And man, you talking about making the place look neat. Son, it looks as neat as can be with those shelves up. And we started out putting those shelves up today. And anyway, it was a all day job putting those shelves up. And then when we put the shelves up, then we got to go through everything and reorganize it and straighten it out. And then put Jan first on my shout outs Tuesday. Thank you so much, Tony. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, we need to get Jan on up to 1,000. That's another one right there, man. Another channel that should be over 1,000 already is Our Cabin in the Woods. Tony has got, totally. Also, the other Tony, we got a bunch of Tonys, but Tony and Leanne, they should be over 1,000 already. Both of those channels should be over 1,000 already because both of them's got absolutely awesome channels and they're absolutely awesome people. So we need to all just send subs their way, and whoever ain't got to 1,000 yet that's, in our community, we need to pull them up, like Crazy Home said, pull them up as fast as we can and try to get them at 1,000, introduce them to everybody that we know. And then, they can get on up to where they need to be. And you never know. I'm serious. You never know it because, there's a couple of channels on YouTube that have got like 15,000 subs, and we were friends with them when they were little, and then all of a sudden, man, they jumped right on up, and man, then they're helping us like our let's see who is it, Your Next Cast, Man, we were ahead of him at one time. Now he's got 3,000 subs, and he did us a shout out last week. You know, so he's way ahead of us by 3 times as big as we are. And now here he is. We were bigger than him at one time and shouted him out. And now he's bigger than us. And now he's shouting us out and pulling us up. So you never know. I mean, we could be all subbing to Crazy Family Homestead today, and next week they could be at 50,000 subs and go, you know what? I remember that Simply Jan who helped me out when I was at 200 subs. I remember Michelle and Rob when I was at 200 subs. And then they shout you out and move you right on up. It's like the Arkansas Woodcutter was telling me, Bobblehead Ranch gave him a shout out. I think he said he got 400 subs off that one shout out from Bobblehead. I mean, that is absolutely crazy. You know, it's 200 to 400. It was just a crazy amount. But yeah, that's the way it works. How many hours does Uncle Grandpa need? Urban Grandpa Prepper need? I'm not sure. I'm not sure there. I've still got you running in there in the house. But hey. Oh man, I appreciate that. That's absolutely awesome. Yep, and thank you, Fred. But it said I never forget where I started, and I always be humbled and grateful. We should always pay it forward. Bobblehead gave me a mention too. That is awesome, Jan. But yeah, it's the truth, man. We all gotta help one another. We all gotta help one another up the hill. And that's like I was if I ever, like Fred Henry's a model channel. They build models. And you know, Ed's Attention to Detail is a model channel. If I ever talk to anybody, if I go into Hobby Lobby and I'm in there and somebody's looking at models, I'll say, hey man, you want to watch a good model building channel? Go to this one. Go to Fred Henry. Go over to Ed's Attention to Detail. So I mean, I try to promote when I'm off of the you know, when I'm at work, I do. Like Kevin, the guy that works with me, man, he subbed a whole bunch of you guys. You know, there's a whole bunch of you guys he's a sub to. Wayne that works for me, he's subbed to a whole bunch of you guys. Because I'll tell them over and over again about you, and I'll tell them, you know, you need to go sub them. Because they don't have channels, but they watch a lot. And it's pretty cool. But we all got to, you know, help promote one another. And that's what we all do. Everybody on here that I can see, y'all have all done that over and over again. But yeah, we all, if we can take care of Ray needs some more time. I don't know how much he needs. Oh yeah, thank you. No problem, Fred. Hey man, me and you, I talked to, I sent Ed a message today, Fred, and give him my phone number. And I guess we're going to hook up. Me and you and Ernie and Ed are going to hook up. So we'll have 4 channels right there. Yeah, that's what I was telling Rob. I was telling him I'm running His Way Homestead right now. I do too, Fred. You know, me and Fred Henry grew up in the same town, and I'm telling you, it was as close to Mayberry, USA, if you ever seen in your life, was it not, Fred? You spoke with him also. I mean, growing up in Paulding County when we were kids, man, I'm telling you, it was just like, I grew up in downtown Dallas, and yes, it was. It was just like growing up in Mayberry. I mean, we go into the barber shop and Breezy Davis to cut your hair, or either Charles Cole, one of the barbers. I'd miss that too, man. I sure do. About 3,000 hours, Frank. Is that where you are? Or is that where Ray's at, Uncle Al? But yeah, I miss that too, because we would, man, in Dallas, man, everybody knew everybody. And if you didn't know them, you knew who they was kin to. And that was just the way it was. And yeah, Fred Henry, I grew up, Tony Lee and Fred's brother, Frank Henry, was my high school teacher. And it's weird because me and Fred met. This is crazy. I knew exactly who Fred was. I know who his family is. Know everybody in his family, or a lot of people in his family. He knows a lot of people in my family. Me and him have never personally met, but we met through Ernie Hatmaker. Now, is that not crazy? That's YouTube. That's the magic of YouTube right there, which is absolutely awesome. But yeah, Fred builds these models, man. And son, he can build models that you can't tell it's not a real car. It's just absolutely beautiful. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. Is Urban Grandpa Prepper on here? Let's see here. I didn't see him. Yeah, you are. There you are, Ray. How many hours do you need, Ray? Because that's what we're trying to get. We're trying to get your hours up if we can. Because I knew that you had been trying to get them. And man, you'd went above and beyond on watching all of our channels when you were watching us, and you're really the one that needs the watching. So I want to make sure we got a shout out for you, and all the bad areas and the good angles. LOL, good camera angles. Yeah, I'll bet. Well, I appreciate that, Rob. I appreciate you running his way. But yeah, if anybody can run an Urban Grandpa Prepper, that's who we're here for tonight if we can. And, still remember to run his way. Still remember to sub Ed's attention to detail. Still remember to sub Craze Family Homestead. Still remember to sub Simply Jan. And we need all those sub too. But we really want to get started to get dark out here. I can get a light on. But we're really wanting to get Urban Grandpa Prepper's watch time up. Whoa, there it went. Boy, that got daylight all of a sudden, didn't it? Get a lot lower. I don't know what that is. But anyway, the light ain't too great, but hey Ray, how much time do you need to get over that get over your hours? Yeah, there I am. Yeah, it's starting to get dark, wasn't it? It was starting to get dark in here. But yeah, Tina's banished me. I was going to do this live last night, and I was going to do it Friday night, and both nights Tina said, you can't do it. And I said, well, why can't I do it? And she said, because I told you so. And that's the way it always goes. She just don't give me an explanation. She just said, I told you so, and you can't do it. Red Road Homestead, hey, how are y'all doing? And they said, hey, Grandpa, I'll leave in Ohio this week. Let's see here. Dark and cool also. About 1,600. You got to get about 1,600 minutes. Well, see, man, we could, if everybody on here would run our Uncle Urban Grandpa Prepper. I always tend to call you Uncle Grandpa Prepper. It's because Tina calls you that. But if we all could run you, if we all could run him like AC's off and windows open. Yeah, this time of year we can. Sure can. It got cold here quick, didn't it, Fred? But if we could run him, if we could run Urban Grandpa Prepper, we got 17 people watching now. If 17 people, he's about 1,600 away. If 17 people could watch him, for, like a 3 or 4 days or a week or whatever, we would get him there. It wouldn't take a whole long time if we all can do it. And, but we need to get Ray's hours up if we possibly can. So anybody who's on here who can, sub Ray, we want to concentrate on subbing, Simply Jan. We need to get Jan as many, Ed's attention to detail. We need to get him going as many as we get. Hey, Ed, I do not check my emails ever. I'm sorry about that. Thank you for giving me the heads up on it. If anybody ever sends me an email, you got to talk to me on a YouTube video and tell me, check your email. Because if you don't, I won't. And I'll send you my phone number, and then you can either talk to me on the phone or text me. And that's a real good way to get me. But started to get cold here. Oh, man. It's in the low 30s. No, I'm talking about we're like 71, and I'm crying. I'm thinking it's way too cold. We're like, hours, Frank. Huh. Oh, you need to get some hours, Uncle Al. If Uncle Al needs to get some hours, we need to roll his stuff too, because he needs to get his monetization going 100% too. I can roll you, Uncle Al. I sure can roll you some stuff. I've been rolling his way for a couple of days now, but if I can talk Bean out of one more device, I can roll you on that one. And I'm going to roll Ray on one of Bean's too. This is the problem. Bean is a device thief. She is a hoarder of devices, her and Tina. So we've got a laptop, 3 tablets, 4 or 5 phones that don't have any phone time on them, but they all will go on the Wi-Fi. Okay. And then, you know, I've got my phone, and I think I've got one other one. And then Tina's got her phone and one other one. And that's all we get. And Bean was in my room trying to steal my other phone that His Way Homestead was on today, and pitched a kicking fit when I told her, I said, don't cut that off. I'm rolling His Way's playlist. Bean said, put her hand on her hip. She said, well, if I want it, I'll take it. And I said, no, you won't either. Anyway, we got in a whole big issue. Me and Beanie did. Y'all know Beanie, she's the 5-year-old. But anyway, that whole, no, Ray needs hours, Frank. Yep, he does. He does need hours. So we need to be watching Ray. But anyway, so Bean hoards these tablets and stuff, and then she's got them stuck in her room in different places. So I got to go get them back. And when I can run, 5 or 6 at a time if I can ever get that stuff back from her. But anyway, Tina has banned me from doing a live in the house because I'm keeping the baby up. Because I know I come across on this YouTube as loud, but you've got a volume button. You ought to really sit next to me. I'm insanely loud when I talk, even when I try to talk low. So I keep the baby up and I keep the kids up, and she tries to get them in bed at about 8 o'clock. But yeah, thanks, Wallace Farms. Yep. Hey man, you can pull off ours, His Way, and run Ray's if you want to. I don't mind that a bit. I'll still keep on running yours. But I really would like to see Ray get, I feel like I would like to see Ray. I remember, this is why I'm really wanting to shout out Ray. I'm going to tell y'all something about Ray. When I first went to Ray's channel, Ray did a shout out, and he held them up on a cardboard piece of paper, and he said, you see these people? These people ain't at 500, and everybody needs to be at 500. He said, let's get these people over 500. Come on, y'all, we can do it. And you know what? I went and subbed everybody on there, and I thought about it, and I said, you know what? That's the way to do it, doing those shout outs, helping other YouTube channels. And that was actually why we started doing shout outs after that. I knew I wanted to help YouTube channels, but it was from watching Ray, but that's all he's done ever since I've known him, is cared about other channels. He cares about telling you. I mean, it's like Uncle Al's the same way. Al will tell you every time you watch his videos, he'll say, I'm sick. I don't feel good. I don't feel like doing this. But he sits in his house and worries about whether you're going to be able to make it if you're in a bad situation, and so does Ray. And so does Rob Painless. I mean, they worry about these things. Well, Bitty Boo's like that, Dana. They're like they want you to make sure that you're took care of, that you've got everything that you need, that you hadn't made a stupid mistake, and it's going to cost you gravely if things go wrong. So it's really nice to know these people that care about you, and I want to let them know I care about them, and I want to help them out too. But yeah, everybody, if you can, run their stuff. And let's see. Oh, well, I just crashed everybody again. I'm sorry. Phone fell off. Oops. Yeah. Hey, I appreciate that. Oops. Yeah, that's exactly right. I got one of these little handy dandy suction cup things on the windshield. And anyway, it works pretty good. It works all right. But you know what? Y'all being on here right now is helping us. Y'all are helping our numbers big time by being on here. You know, we did a live the other day. We got 29 hours of watch time on that live. And man, that's just absolutely awesome. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's a good name for me, Fred. I'm Fumble Fingers, but bad Fumble Fingers. But yeah, man, if anybody can, that's Deaf Fred. LOL. But man, I can't wait to see Ed. I can't wait to see. You need like 3,400 hours to go. Well, you're gonna get there. That ain't gonna. You're gonna get there, Jan. 100%. Ken's giving Grandpa 12 hours. Hey, I appreciate that, Ken. That is awesome. That is awesome. Been working around jets for too long. Now, did you work on the aircraft carrier, Ed? Is that what you did? I think Tony said, Tony and Leanne, I think he said he worked on some aircraft carriers. On a mission from God to save 90 million Americans. 90 million dumb Americans, isn't that right, Al? That's what Al talks to us all the time, and he's like, man, y'all need to know this stuff. Oh, I went out, lights went out. There we go. And I think that's funny. But yeah, man, Al, you've been rubbing off on Tina. I'm gonna tell you why. You and Ray are both gonna be proud about Tina on this. Yeah, I know I need to pay that power bill. But we were in Walmart yesterday, and yeah, USS Enterprise. Yep, I thought you did, Tony. I thought that's what you did. But we were in Walmart, and okay, yeah. Back to doing live streams. Yeah, that will help, Jan. But we were in Walmart, and Tina throws chicken broth in the buggy. And I said, what do you need to get that for? She said, Uncle Al says we need it. I said, okay, then that's fine. Next thing you know, she's throwing bags of sugar and bags of salt in there. She's like, well, Rob Painless says we need that. I said, okay, well, you're right. We do need that. Let's go ahead and get that. And but anyway, she's constantly throwing stuff in the buggy that extra dog food, extra cat food, extra diapers for the baby, extra baby formula to put up on the shelf just in case things go wrong. And she's been saying over and over again, Al, you will get a kick out of this, but Tina's been saying over and over again now, we've got to take care of 114 days. Uncle Al says 114 days. Yep, Tony, it is. It's good for her. We've learned, and we went out and bought a shrink wrap, a saver, because we watched you on your video doing your beans and the rice, and we did our beans and rice totally like that. We've got 500 pounds of beans and rice stored in what do you call it? The 5-gallon buckets, the food safe 5-gallon buckets. We've got in 1 pound bags. We've got 500 pounds of them stored, and that food saver is awesome, Boone. And we've got dried milk stored like that in those 5-gallon buckets. We've got salt and sugar stored in them 5-gallon buckets. We've got tons of canned food, tons of canned meat. We've got enough food and supplies. Yeah, it is. That's worked out real good. And hopefully we'll be able to, take care of us and our family. But if we take care of just us and the girls, we can go for that's all Tina, Ray. She's been watching y'all and listening. That's what's been going on. Yeah, we know where to come if you need some food. Tina's got it took care of. And I appreciate that, Tony. But yeah, that's another one. Tony's one we learned 100% from you guys. Because we never did do this kind of stuff. And what happened was about a year ago, 2 years ago, if you watch my videos, this is funny. I'm off to bed. Okay, Rob. I appreciate you doing that. Thank you, sir. I bet it is. I bet it is his way. Yeah, you can run his way. Doug, go ahead and run Ray, man. You've run me plenty. You've done a whole lot. I appreciate what all you've done. We'll keep running you. Yeah, good night, Rob. And but what I was going to tell you, I appreciate you running us, Rob, too. Thank you very much. Most people never think of what if. No, they don't. And I'm one of those people. Ray actually commented on one of my videos. He said, because he watches all your videos, he said, Frank, you telling me you ran out of gas twice? Man, I run out of gas all the time. Not just twice. I run out of gas constantly. I'm the most unprepared human being on earth. And this is how you really know it's God. 2 years ago, but 2 years ago, it's better to have it and not need it than need not have it. That's exactly right, Vane. But I've never really thought like that. Tina's always thought like that. And, I've never thought of anything like that. And 2 years ago, all of a sudden, I got it in my heart that I need to stock up on ammo. I need to stock up on weapons, and I need to stock up on food and supplies. And I went and talked to Tina about it. She said, I thought you'd never ask. She said, we definitely need to do these things. So we started heavy and hard, trying to stock up stuff. And we've got, right now, I think we've got somewhere in the neighborhood of 10,000 rounds of 9mm. We've got about 5,000 rounds of 5.56. And I've got about 20,000 rounds of 22 long rifle. And then about probably a couple of thousand rounds of shotgun shells. So just in case we got some ammunition, just in case we got some weapons and we got some ammo. But how's all the protesters in your area? Hope all's good. Some crazy people doing things on our new channels in the U.S. Yeah, there are all kind of crazy things going on. It hadn't been bad right now, but see, the thing is, in Australia, I don't know how bad it is going on over there. I really don't. But yep, we got a bug out place for our family. We have got one. We have got a bug out place already picked out. And it's gonna work. It'll work pretty good. We got two of them, actually. We've got one of two. We actually own 80 acres. Well, me and my sister do. And good to see you, Doug. You never shot a gun. Yeah, we shoot them a lot around here. But on a waiting list for more ammo. Yeah, I am for 9mm ammo. We have plenty, but you always need more. You do. Oh, don't say. Yeah, I know what you mean. But yeah, we've got two different places that we can bug out if we absolutely have to. And what I'm worried about, I'm not really worried about it. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think anything's going to happen. But what if? What if all of a sudden, this is the scenarios that I'm going over, and it don't really matter which side you're on this, so I'm not worried about making anybody mad. But what if Biden wins the election? Man, you are going to have 1 million heavily armed rednecks and just country people and normal people all over the country that are going to say that was rigged, and they're going to stand up. Now, what if Trump wins the election? You're going to have millions. We just hook up our home and go. That's a good idea. But you're going to have millions of people that are going to be, if Trump wins, that are going to be totally against the other way. So they're going to be screaming it was a rigged election and all this. So what I'm afraid of is, dear God help us, either way we go, it could be really bad. And what I'm worried about is if Trump wins, the left saying, hey, look, it's this is not legitimate. And because it's not legitimate, we need other countries to come to our help. to overthrow this president because he's got the military on his side. And then you've got California siding with China. And that could be just an absolute bad situation. Hey, I appreciate it, man. We may be going to Australia. But what I had to think about, they've been screaming for years. And what bothers me about it is this was where me and Tina got to talking. We're grandparents and we got these little girls. We got Kaylee and we got Beanie, and now we've got the little one, Sierra. And we absolutely have to take care of these kids. I got country friends who say they would move to the city if it hits the fan. More squirrels and rabbits. Hey, you may have a point. That's true. That's because everybody else is going to be heading out. And, in the parks in the cities, there probably are a lot of squirrels and rabbits. But anyway, what we got to do, no matter what political side you're on, I mean, that's irrelevant. I am upset about this. I am real upset about this. We've lost, Tony Walsh said it on his video. We've lost our ability to agree to disagree. I mean, man, we got to be able to agree to disagree with one another and say, look, I don't see your side. I don't see your point of view, but I still love you because we're both Americans. And it's got to where that's gone. That's left. And we got to get that back. And if we don't get that back, we got to be prepared for the worst, because I mean, less stuff has caused civil wars before. And I'm just prepared just in case. And I'm not saying that I'm going to go out and draw a line in the sand and say we declare this territory. But if somebody comes here and comes after these kids, or if everything runs out and we don't have no way to feed these kids, we're going to have a way to feed these kids. We're going to have a way to get medical attention to these kids. We're going to have a way to take care of them, and we're going to have a way to protect them too. And I think personally, that's, what everybody ought to do with their family, if you've got a family that's dependent on you. But anyway, mutual respect. That's right, Walsh. That is right, Tony. We need God back. We do need God back, Tony and Leanne. They're not Americans, Frank. Yep, you're right. They're not. They don't want America to, most of them don't want America to survive. I mean, we watched that when Obama went around the world apologizing to the whole world. Yeah, no Americans win if we have a civil war, Ray. You're exactly right. Hey, caught another live stream. Hi, Pro Carry Trucker. Good to see you. Glad you did. I don't know if I'm a good man or not, but I know that I got to take care of those kids. Oh, they are aliens. Yeah, I watched your video on that, Al. Let's see here. Yep, God never left. God never left. I do agree that God hadn't left the country. Now we did leave God somewhat. And there is Colette Fry. What are you doing on here? Pro Carry Trucker. Hello, friend. Yeah, Tina, I was telling on you about how Colette's Tina. If y'all don't know that, she's got multiple names. But anyway, Colette, I was telling them about you. I don't feel comfortable calling you Colette. I'll call you Tina. Anyway, everybody else calls her Colette. I call her Tina. And now this is why. And for those of y'all who don't know it, and most everybody does. Okay, everybody in the world knows Tina as Colette. She went all through school, all her family, everybody knew her as Colette Fry. Well, she was on MySpace where we met, and she had her full name up there, Tina Colette Fry. So I started calling her Tina, and she never did correct me. And I don't know why she didn't correct me, except for I guess she thought if it didn't work out, she could, go hide. So anyway, I appreciate that, Uncle Al, sure do. But anyway, Shorty said, hey. Oh, you mean Ernie? Ernie said, I think he means Ernie said, hey. But anyway, everybody's talking. Well, I appreciate that, Pro Carry Trucker. But anyway, that's how I met her. That's how I met her, was that, as Tina. And I found out just real quick that nobody in the world knew her as Tina. Everybody knew her as Colette. And I still can't call her Colette because I've called her Tina the whole time. Now, anybody that knows her who's met her from me knows her as Tina. But anybody who's met her besides me has met her as Colette. So she's got two names. So it's kind of crazy, but it's the way it works. Ernie is watching. Hey, Ernie, how you doing? Ernie's cool. Man, Ernie's got a cool channel too. Ernie does some of the best shout outs on YouTube. She does, and that's all she does is try to help other people. She's got a great channel. Yep, we're all trying to roll Urban Grandpa Preppers channel. So hey Tina, you need to come off with some of those 19 tablets and stuff that Beans hid all over the house to where we can roll some of these channels, because that's what I'm wanting to do. Anyway, I'm gonna fuss at you about that while I got you on here. I'm probably gonna get dead because she's in the house and I'm in the van, and I'm real bold when she's in the house and I'm in the van. But if she come out here, I'd crank up the car and drive off because I'm not dealing with her. My daughter is Christina, but everyone calls her Tina. Yeah, Tina, I told him about you, Tina. I told him about you doing what Uncle Al said, and you in the 114 days and the what is it? The chicken broth and all that stuff. There's a very annoying person's face on here. Very nice. Very nice. She just locked the door. She probably did. Hey, y'all want to know something interesting? Y'all want to know something real interesting? I don't have a key to my own house. And guess what? I have never had one. Not in 12 years have I ever had a key to my house. She will not give me a key to the house. I'm not allowed to have one. You did not give me a key to the house. Are you saying you did give me a key to the house? No, you didn't give me a key to the house. She said, no, he does not. I don't. She won't give me a key. That's another thing too. She keeps the guns locked up and she won't give me a key to the guns either. She's got the key to everything. Where's Ernie at? Is Ernie on here? Ernie's on here with Ed. Hey, Ernie, how are you? But no, she don't. Not getting one now. No, she won't give me one. I did, Ed. I sent you my phone number. It's in that email. But send me a text if you will. Instead of what I was telling, I don't know if you heard earlier, but I was telling Fred we're gonna probably meet you with Fred because it's just so close by. You know, Fred's not but about 10, 15 miles from us. He's not far at all. So we'll probably meet you with Fred. But yeah, you got my number. Most women have the key to everything. She does. Man, I'll tell you what, this is dead honest truth, Tony. My daddy told me this a long time ago. He said, never, I don't have a key to the house. I don't have a key to nothing in each of these. I don't. She's got it all. But my dad told me a long time ago, and she's too busy dancing. But my dad told me a long time ago, never listen to a man that says he runs his house. Because if he'll lie to you about that, he lies to you about other things. So, you know, and I think he's right. Because I don't run my house. I never have. No key for you, she says. Yep, she never will give me a key. She won't give me the tablet. I wanted to get the tablet tonight to go on. Not the tablet, but the laptop. To go on to where I could invite people up, and she won't give me the laptop. She won't tell me where it's at. And I went in there and I said, where's the laptop at? And she said, I don't know. I said, well, it was on your bed earlier. It was laying right here. Where's it at? And she said, this is the new way of communication now. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt that a bit. I don't doubt she locks me out and I have to sleep in this van. But you like this better? I got the money though. It's in my pocket. She ain't gonna like that. Started packing some goodies for Ernie. I don't know how to make her a moderator, Ed. I may know how to make her a moderator. Hold on a minute. I may be able to do it. Let's see here. I don't know who that was. How you make somebody a moderator? I'll have to do it on the other phone. Hey, Tina. If you can, flip over to Adventures of Frank and Tina on your phone and make yourself a moderator. Make Colette Fry a moderator. You can figure it out. I'm sure. Let's see here. Man, you got the food. Oh, that's not fair. I will throw you a blanket. Oh, that's not nice. Oh, I have to keep her hard. I don't know about that, Tony. I don't know about that. She's y'all stop it. Little Debbie's calling. I'm not eating Little Debbie's. I'm gonna die. I ate a salad for lunch today. Cotton asleep. Man, Tina told me that yesterday, Al. She said, we have to get a cot. I said, why? She, there goes the power bill again. I didn't pay it. But she said, I have to cut the switch back on. And then, there we go. But she said, Twinkies. No, I ain't eating nothing like that. Hey, Leah. Cupcakes. No, I ain't. You're not going to talk me into it. But yeah, she told me today, she said, we got to get a cot and a tent that'll go over the cot. And I said, why? She said, Uncle Hal said we had to. I said, why? She said, Uncle Hal said you're going to die if you don't get a cot and a tent. So I said, okay, whatever you want. You want to get a cot and a tent? Uncle Hal said get a cot and a tent. You go ahead and get a cot and a tent. We got a tent and we got one, but it's a dome tent. It's not made for a cot. So I think we got to get another tent. So, but anyway, she's listening to everything you say, Uncle Al, like it's straight up, what we need to do. So we're following you, and definitely are. And she listens to you too, Ray. Definitely does. But she's the prepper out of the bunch, not me. I'll tell you what, Leah on here, ice cream's good. Hey, everybody who don't know, we got Monk Life for you, Frank. Yeah, that's probably what it's going to be. It's probably exactly what it's going to be. But I did good today. I ate a salad for lunch, and that's pretty good for me. I'm not. I'm trying to do better, but Leah said, "Hey, yes, you do what, Tina? Okay, ice cream, good. You're eating ice cream. Oh, you moron. What salad? I ate a salad for lunch. I ate a tomato and I ate a salad. You remember? She don't remember that. Al must be getting a kickback. Yeah. When mommy happy, everybody happy. That's the dang truth. That is the truth around here. But yeah, for anybody that's just come in and you don't know what's going on, we're here for Urban Grandpa Prepper. He's we got his link up there. If you can go back, scroll back through, his link's back there, or anybody that can put him back up there. You ain't happy. Oh no. Liar, no. Oh no. I'm in trouble now. But anyway, if anybody put his link up there, and Tina, make yourself a mod. Go ahead and do that, and then you make other people a mod. But you did a great job, Frank. Oh, I don't know about that, but anyway, what we can do, we're going to try to everybody roll Ray's playlist, and we're going to try to get him over that edge to where he can get monetized. So anybody that can roll some of, there he is right there. Thank you so much, Tony Walsh. Colette is still posting troll photos. Is Frank still posting troll photos? Oh, I don't know. I may have to post some troll photos. I may have to do that. Happy wife, happy life. Oh, you're not joking. But I just learned a long time ago that, you know what I say, Tony, to her? Tina's crying. No, she's not. She's not crying. She's not really crying. She don't cry. She cries sometimes, but not very often. But yeah, she's a mess. But yeah, I learned to say this. This is what I learned to say to her, and this is some good advice for any of you out there that all right, night there, Uncle Al. Good night. Anyway, good to see you, Uncle Al. But yeah, that's right, Nietzsche Lee. We ain't quite exactly right. But what I learned a long time ago to say is I've been bad and I know it and I apologize. That's what I learned. I've learned. There's Tina talking his adventures with Frank and Tina. Good job, Tina. But I've learned to say that a long time ago. Oh yeah, no, I don't want to mess. She cries when her AR is dirty. Yeah, you ain't joking. I don't want to mess with her AR. Good deal, Jan. I appreciate that. But the thing is, yeah, I learned how to do this a while back. I say, I've been bad, I know it, and I apologize. And here's some money. And that usually fixes most everything. If I'll do that. And the biggest thing on the end of it is when I say, and here's some money. Here you go. Go shop it. Go buy yourself something. If I ever do that, then I'm in a whole lot less trouble. But sometimes I get in more trouble than others because sometimes I'll have to go back and say, here's some more money. But it'll usually get me out of trouble. I ain't got to explain. Good night, everyone, Ed. Good night. Good night, Jan. But let's see here. You lost 36 pounds in 8 months and kept it off. Man, that is absolutely awesome. I can't believe you lost 36 pounds in 8 months and kept it off. And how long? Wait a minute. In 8 months, he kept it off. I need to lose that. Yeah, thank you so much, Jan. Thank you for coming over. We love you, Jan. Thank you so much. But yeah, I've been losing some weight. I'm losing a little. I'm not losing a whole lot. If I could stay away from the sugar, that's the hard thing about keto, Voon, is the hard thing about keto is you can't eat any sugar. You know, I didn't really understand that. I want money, Frank. Can you teach Kevin that trick? Oh, I tell you what, it depends on where she says where. I don't know if I could teach him that. Now, this only works when I have money. Because if I don't have any money, then I can't give her no money. Need to walk to the beach. Good deal. Well, have a good day, Australia Radio. Indy, thank you so much. I do want the Little Debbie's, Voon. I do want Little Debbie's, and I want bread. And the holidays are killers. Yeah, I can imagine. But I want I thought I could eat sweet potatoes on that keto diet. And Little Debbie and her sister Sarah Lee. Yeah. But I thought I could eat sweet potatoes on that keto diet, and I found I couldn't eat sweet potatoes. So I don't know that keto is going to work for me, but I mean, it may work I'm trying to just eat a little less bad stuff. Colette, this is a family channel. What's she doing wrong? Oh no, she done something wrong. I tell you what, you ought to see her. If y'all, lots of bacon. Yeah, I like bacon. You can have a keto bread. Huh. Yep, Little Debbie's family. Yep, I'm bad about and Tina's the one that buys the Little Debbie cakes. She buys tons of little bit. You know what we have a ton of in our house, and it's just we have more of that than anything else. We got Kool-Aid. See, when you got kids in the house, you got that. The biscuits you made were keto. Hey y'all, bye y'all, Zoom. Hey Ernie, that's funny. It's for the kids, Frank. Yeah, but that's not fair. That's not fair. We got Kool-Aid in the house. We got Little Debbie cakes in the house. We got what is that? We got Fred Flintstone cereal. What is that? Cocoa Pebbles. We got Cocoa Pebbles in the freaking house. Cocoa Pebbles. I mean, Cocoa Pebbles are darn near the most perfect food. We got, I know, Voon, I don't have much discipline, but she's got Fig Newtons in the house. She's got Oreos in the house. I mean, all this stuff is there all the time. And it's kind of like, you know, for Bean. I know it's for Bean. And it sounds like a Mazda commercial. But yeah, I know it's for Bean. It's 100% for Bean and for Kaylee. Kaylee eats it. But I mean, I do know, and I agree. But at the same, and there's milk. So sugar's in the house. This is why Frank is in the van. Yeah, that's right. And for me, she says for her. But see, this is the problem. And this is how it works. And this seriously works like this. And I know everybody's going to think I'm making a joke out of this, but I'm not. I'll get a glass of milk and I'll get like 4 Oreos. And I'll think, like, sugar's the, yep, I'll get a glass of milk. I'll get 4 Oreos. So I'll take them 4 Oreos and I'll start drinking milk. And then I'll have some milk left. And, well, I've got to get a few more Oreos to finish off that milk because I just can't waste the milk, you know. And so anyway, figs and milk are good. Fig Newtons and milk are good. Man, they are. And, man, so I'll do it with Fig Newtons and milk. But anyway, I'll have more milk left. And I heard smoking kills the appetite. Yeah. I gained 100. I used to dip stuff, and I gained 100 pounds when I quit dipping. But that is a terrible habit. I miss eating candy bars too. I would like to eat a candy bar. But anyway, I sat there and I drank that. I got milk left, so I'll get a few more crackers or cookies or Fig Newtons or whatever. And then I'll eat them, and then I'll have 1 or 2 Fig Newtons left. And I'll be out of milk, so I'll have to get another glass of milk, and then I'll have to get more Fig Newtons, and I can never get it balanced out until I've ate like 50 Fig Newtons and a gallon of milk. And I'll stand in there in the kitchen until I do that. And it's bad. So I don't need to even get started on it. It's like a gateway drug. I like figs. I like to just eat figs, just regular figs. You're having gigs now. Ed smoking bacon. Yeah, I like bacon, and I can eat about a pound of bacon. Could explain your weight. Yeah, it could explain my weight. And but Tina, that's where John at Willing Grove started calling me Frankosaurus. Because I told him the names Tina calls me. Tina, cheese is my bad. Mine too. I love cheese. You sent me some strawberry fig jam, but the post office stole it. Yeah, that's no joke. Norm, the postman, is eating our stuff that comes from Walsh Farms. And it's absolutely horrible. Are you having bacon now? You did not cook bacon. She's lying. She didn't cook bacon. And if she won't let me in the house doing a live. Stinking post office, I agree. Colette Fry. It's a stinking post office. Yeah, man, Walsh Farms sent us a whole package of all of that goodness that they've made in these videos, all that canned stuff that they've made, the spaghetti sauce, the strawberry fig preserves, and it's a gateway drug. You're right, Leah. But he sent us all this great stuff. It got to Jacksonville, Florida's post office, and a postman stole it there. And anyway, it messed us up. I'll be looking at the school for this. Fig Newtons is a gateway drug. It's a gateway drug to eating all that other stuff. Yeah, I'm very upset about the food getting stolen too. Love sunflower seeds. No chips on baked stuff. Hey there, Tony Leanne. Hey, Tony. Leah Walsh's stuff made it to her house yummy. Oh man, you had to rub it in. Yeah, it didn't make it to our house. We didn't get it. We're gonna have to go in there and make them. Hey, man, Tina's got she's got about 10 pounds of sunflower seeds, 10 pounds of the heads of the sunflowers that we got to dry on out. So we've got some sunflower seeds. Anybody know what to do with them? Do you roast them? Is Voon still on here? What do you do with them sunflower seeds? I saw you had sunflower seeds, and we don't know what to do with our sunflower seeds. We got them, but we don't really know what to do with them. Let's see, I'm eating sunflowers. Yeah. You're going to roast them. How do you roast them? Because I don't you'll save some to plant too. Yeah, we're going to too. But I mean, how do you roast them? What do you do? Just put salt on them and put them in the oven? Oh man, I'd like to try some sugar cane syrup from Walsh Farms. We don't get none of that. The postman stole our stuff, man. You fed mine. I fed mine to the birds. Yep, I'm eating like a bird now, Leah. I mean, I'm serious, Leah. What in the world was Tracy thinking on that last MRE he ate? My goodness, that looked absolutely awful. That's probably that MRE he ate last time on that last video was probably the worst looking MRE I've ever seen in my life. That one, and he said that strawberry jelly was like road tar. Anyway, that was a bad one, wasn't it? So everybody knows how sorry the post office is. He paid $24 to send a 15-pound package to the same state. Yeah, that's exactly right. He's nasty stuff. Hey man, if y'all ain't never watched Tracy Phillips, that's Leah's husband. If y'all ain't never watched him do those MRE reviews, that's where I first got to meet Leah, and she's hilarious on them MRE reviews. That is the funniest thing, watching them two on that, because they'll Tracy will be eating it. It'll be something that's just totally nasty, and he'll go ahead and eat it anyway. And Leah will look at him like, "Are you crazy? Why are you eating that?" And she'll laugh about it. You know, it's hilarious. That's the funniest thing to watch then. Let's see here. Oh, was he hungry? Yeah, I guess he was. You leaving, Tina? I guess Tina's leaving. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, sweetie. Are you going to bed? Have you got the door locked? Did you lock me out? Seriously. If she locked me out, she's going to lock me out of the house. Let's see here. You get wheat thins, Triscuit for snacks. That's a good idea. He doesn't let me do them anymore because I tell the truth. That's funny, Leo. I love Tracy, man. He's good people. He is good people. And I love your videos too, Leah. You got some great ones. But yeah, I'm definitely wanting to go out there and see those dinosaur tracks. and see that volcano that you had in your video. That would be absolutely awesome. She is awesome. Voon, Leah is absolutely awesome. And she's smart too. Leah is wicked freaking smart. She's a science teacher, and she knows all kind of stuff. But I hope Tina ain't locked me out. The best way to eat an MRE is to open the pack and throw the contents in the trash and eat the package it came in. Oh, I don't doubt that. I had never ate hardly any of them. All right, I'll see you, Ed. Good to see you, man. It's very good to see you. He was. Oh, okay. Something to do with the Navy. Ray's talking about something. His son-in-law was some kind of mate in the Navy. Yep, we'll see you, Ed. But yeah, man. Leah's got some cool science projects on her channel too. But let's see here. What did Walsh say? I must have lost that one. Oh yeah, the best way to eat the MRE is throw it in the trash. That's the truth. I've ate a couple of MREs. The MREs I've ate, I hadn't ate a whole lot of them, but the MREs I've ate weren't that great. They weren't that. I mean, they were edible, but that's about all I can say. And I talked to Dub C about that, about losing weight, because I thought, man, I could eat those MREs and I could lose weight, because he eats them and he's lost 100 pounds. And he said, man, I don't eat those MREs all the time because they're designed to make you gain weight, not to make you lose weight. They're full of calories. And I was like, well, man, that totally defeated the purpose of what I wanted to do. And he said, yeah, no, you don't need to eat MREs if you want to lose weight. So yeah, Dub is great. Dub C's a great human being. He is. He watches every single video we got, and I watch all of his too. Wow, 100 pounds. Yeah, he did. He lost 100 pounds. I've lost 100 pounds. Hold on a minute. Let me think how many times. I've lost 100 pounds four times I've lost 100 pounds. And I had somebody tell me one time, they said, and I weigh 400 right now, right about it. And I had somebody tell me one time that they said, well, what does it feel like to be such a failure that you've lost 100 pounds 4 times and you still weigh 400 pounds? I said, well, I feel great because I don't weigh 800 pounds. Because that's what I would have weighed. I would have been one of them people that was 800 pounds. That's exactly what I would have been. So, I may not be in great shape yet, but you know what? I'm a whole lot better than I would be if I would have just let myself go the whole time. So, at least I don't weigh 800 pounds. And I am fighting again to try to get another 100 pounds off. And hopefully I'll keep it off. I hopefully won't put it all back on. But it's hard for some reason. When I lose the 100 pounds, I can lose. It'll take me 6 months to a year to lose 100 pounds. And then it'll take me about a month and a half to 2 months to put the 100 pounds back on, which is absolutely crazy. But it jumps back on you fast if you ain't watching it. You had to feel satisfied when you eat too. I feel hungry all the time, Boone. That don't work. That don't work for me. I wish it did. You need to lose 65 pounds. Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate each of these. I sure do. I am going to try to keep it up. But the thing is, it does suck, because I can eat a large pizza, every piece of pizza, and I'm still hungry. I'll eat another large pizza, and I'm probably still going to be hungry. There's something wrong with me because I don't get full. I just that feeling of that I need something else to eat. I keep that, and that's got to be something wrong with me that makes me feel that way. And have I tried to eat carnivore at all? Yeah. I mean, you're talking about eating meat. Yeah, I've tried to eat mostly meat, and well, like last night we had dinner, and when I ate carnivore, I always felt full, and I didn't want to eat. Yeah, see, that didn't work. That don't work. Um, it does somewhat, but like last night we cooked steaks, and Tina cooked 2 ribeyes and 2 New York strips. Oh man, good to see you, Pro Carry Trucker. I appreciate you sticking around. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Good to see you. Definitely. But I ate. She cooked 2 ribeyes and 2 New York strips. When we thought her mama was going to eat, and maybe the kids would eat one. Well, the kids didn't want any, so Tina ate 1 steak. And I thought, well, it's steak, and I should be able, as long as I eat keto, I should be able to eat all this I want. So I ate all 3 steaks. I ate 2 New York strips and a ribeye, and I ate a salad. And that's all I ate. But still, I was still hungry when I got through eating 2 New York strips and a ribeye. And I'm talking about their New York strips that were that thick and about that big. And the ribeye was, that big and about that thick. And man, I just tore it up. So, and I could have probably ate 4 or 5 more. But I don't know why I shouldn't have ate those other 2 steaks, but I was like, man, I'm still hungry, and I'm trying to diet, and that's the problem. Man, I really got to fight it. So what worked for me to lose weight, about the only, yeah, I know, that's why I'm this big. But what worked for me better than anything else is Nutrisystem. Nutrisystem worked good for me. No, I don't. I probably should. Drink water before I eat. And yeah, I probably should do that. But yeah, I got but that's all I ate yesterday. I figured out the calories from it, and I really wasn't that bad over on the, yeah, I know, isn't that horrible? That's horrible to admit that I did that, but yeah, I way overeat. And I do it all the time. But try 8 ounces of water before I eat. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. But I've been back on this diet now for about a week and a half, and I can feel my clothes fitting looser. So I have definitely, even eating 3 steaks, I have lost some weight. I can eat the whole pot of chili too, Ray. I love chili. It is awful, but I'm not going to give up. I am going to keep trying. That's the biggest thing that I've done. I've been like, well, I'm already off the wagon now. I've done messed up my diet. Well, just order 3 pizzas and let's just eat 3 pizzas. Let's just 2 liters and 3 pizzas and 2 or 3 boxes of Little Debbie cakes and let's just do that. But I'm not doing that now. What I'm trying to do is even if I mess up, I'm trying to the next meal, going back to it. Even if I mess up the very next meal, I'm going back to trying to do the right thing. And it seems to be working. It does taste good. It does taste good. And my problem is this, Tony, this is, I don't know that I guess I'm an emotional eater is what it is. Other people go for a drink if they get stressed out about something. If I get stressed out about something, I don't go for a drink. I go for a snack cake, and I'll do it almost every time. And that's tough right there, because a builder will make me mad, or they'll do something to start a bunch of trouble, or they'll hold up our draws. And so that's what's hard about my job, because most people get a paycheck every Friday. Well, we don't. And yeah, you're same here. But we don't get a paycheck every Friday. We do contract work for people. So if we've got a contractor that just decides they don't want to pay us for some reason, we may have spent $5,000 in material and labor, and we're waiting to make $5,000 pay, and we'll lose our $5,000 pay plus our $5,000 we spent on material and labor. And then that gets real stressful. And what happens is, first thing I do is I don't go get something to drink. I'll go get something to eat. And I feel like that's going to make me feel better, but it really don't. It really never does. So, I'm trying to get to where I'm, like praying about it. I've decided that a lot of times when I feel like I need to go eat, I'm going and brushing my teeth. And, then you're not really hungry afterwards. So that works pretty good. Medication had me put on the pounds. Yeah. Speaking of chili, don't forget the chili challenge. Oh yeah, we need to do that. Yeah, we did the meatloaf wars. That was a lot of fun. I don't know who's winning that now, but that was a lot of fun. Hey, Donna Mako, how are you doing over in Cedartown? Good to see you. Donna's one of the sweetest people on earth. But she lives right down the road from us. And we met from somebody that was all the way in Tampa, Florida. And we just lived just right down the street from one another, which is absolute crazy. But it's the way it works. But yeah, medication, I could see that. Power's off again. Let's see if we can get him back on. There we go. I do like the taste of water. I drink water all the time, Tony. I love water. And that's what I really messed up on something. I got a funny story about that. Will It Grow, I talked to John one night and I said, man, you see how John's, he's that big around. And I talked to him and he said, I don't eat every day. He said, I eat every about 2 days. And he said, I'll just, eat me some stuff out of the garden. He said, why don't you, every time you want a little Debbie cake, just eat a cucumber. Eat a pepper, eat something out of the garden. He said, because that stuff ain't bad for you. And, you've got the stuff growing in Tina's garden. Just go ahead and go get you something and eat it. And eat a tomato. And I said, yeah, I know what you mean, Ernie. Let's see here. Life and More Reloaded's got a good one. Yeah, I have to go check out their meatloaf, Urban Grandpa. But yeah, man, I decided I would do that. I decided to do like Will It Grow told me to do. I'd go eat out of Tina's garden. And man, I ate everything I could get my hands on out of that garden. I ate tomatoes. I ate cucumbers. I didn't eat cucumbers. I ate tomatoes. I ate bell peppers. I ate the snap peas that she had. And man, I ate the onions. What else did I eat? I ate some lettuce we had in the house and some celery we had in the house and other things like that we had that were just green vegetables. Man, I got so sick at my stomach, I thought I had a freaking stomach virus. My body just completely was not used to that. And I just about killed myself on that. So anyway, I'm not going to do that again. If you're not accustomed to eating like that, you can't eat like that. Oh yeah, she has to video it first. She has to weigh it first. I've already been cussed slap out because I ate some of Tina's tomatoes that she didn't video and that she didn't weigh. And man, she was mad about it. Angie's meatloaf did look good. Or Angie, yeah, that's Life More Reloaded. I hadn't seen that one yet. I wasn't thinking of Angie's. I was thinking of Tony's. Tony's smoked meatloaf looked off the chain, man. He put that he put that sausage in there and put that barbecue sauce all over it, rolled it out and put barbecue sauce all over it, and then rolled it up and smoked it on his smoker. Man, I bet that was the best stuff. I really bet that was good. But Angie's wrapped in bacon. I bet that was good. Y'all ought to try Tina's. Seriously, that Fireball Fred cheesy meatloaf. Man, that was good. That really was good. Y'all seriously ought to try that recipe if you hadn't tried that. It's called a pizza meatloaf, and you can use Tina uses ketchup, but you can use pizza sauce or either marinara sauce in there with it instead of using ketchup. And then you can. A lot of people put pepperonis and green peppers and mushrooms and onions, all over it and make it like a keto pizza. But yeah, it did look good. That was really, it was a really good one. That one that she made, it was really good. Yeah, we need to come on by there and have some. It'd be just about worth Fireball Dust one. Oh man, I tell you what, I would I'd be surprised if it wins, but I would accept it. You made Philly cheesesteaks today. Oh, I bet those was delicious. I bet those was really good, Donna. I like Philly cheesesteaks. But see, that's the thing. I'm trying to figure out how to eat low carb as much as possible. Donna, did you make a video on it? Because I'd like to see that. I like Philly cheesesteaks. I'm getting hungry. We're talking about all this food. Boone had that chicken one too. Yeah, that chicken Alfredo one Boone did. Oh man, that looked incredible. Oh, okay. You just that's why I was saying he thought he says you look good. Figured he thought he was watching it. I was hoping you hadn't made a video, Donna, and I hadn't watched it. Because if you decided to make a video, I'm gonna tell you what, I'm watching all your videos. Whenever you're ready to start making them, I'm watching all of them. Wrong person. Yeah, that's why I didn't think Donna watches a lot of videos, but she don't make a lot of videos. But if she made one, I'm gonna tell you, as much as Donna's watched our videos, I promise you I would be the first one on her list watching hers, because Donna's watched a ton of ours. That's like Nicho Lee's. I would be the first one on yours watching yours too. I sure would. But yeah, I'll tell you what messed us up is that that notifications bell. But I made the mistake when I first started out on YouTube. When I first started subbing it, when we started getting subs, every time I did every channel, I hit the notification bell on every single channel. Now, if I flip the thing that says sends me the notifications, my phone will crash, and it does it in just a second. And because I have so many notifications coming on there right off the bat, and I have no idea how to reset it and stop that, so I can't get anybody's notifications. So I have a list of channels in there that I watch, and I have to go through the list, and I'll go through them one right after another one. That's why if you notice, I watch 4 and 5 of your videos at a time, 3 and 4 of your videos at a time, because I'm going down the list of all the different people I watch and watching them. No, Donna's easy. I bet you would, Vane. You would watch Donna. Yeah, she's absolutely a great friend to have on a YouTube channel. Absolute wonderful friend, absolute wonderful prayer partner. She will pray for you, and it, man, that means the world. Having somebody, Donna's honest to goodness truth. I think some of Donna's prayers. If it was good night, Nicho Lee, good to see you. But if it wasn't for some of Donna's prayers, I honestly believe Tina would have died. I believe that, because she was bad. And I mean, she had sepsis, and they were moving her straight into intensive care. And and she was bad. And Donna and a few of the other ones on that live stream prayed for Tina, and she just made a complete turnaround. I know you will. I know you will. You always do, Donna. You always pray for us, and I sure do appreciate it. They are some outstanding meatloaves. I'm glad they did that. Hey man, I want to run something by y'all real quick. Now that we got a few people on here, and to the new people that's on here, that right there, that last comment, Urban Grandpa Prepper, that's who we're here for. He needs watch time. So if anybody could roll his playlist, man, we sure would appreciate it. That's what we need. We need to get that. God is so good. Good, Donna. He sure is. But I want to run something by y'all, because what I'm wanting to do on our channel is a year's best video. And if everybody could nominate, I want to somehow figure out how to do that. For everybody to nominate somebody's video, that who you thinks is the best video of the year. And we'll take the top like 5 and then have everybody vote on it and say, this is the best video of the year. I think that would be a lot of fun. That would be a whole lot of fun to figure out who's got the best video of the entire year. Because there's been some awful good videos out there that are just incredible that some people have made. And anyway, I'd like to do that. He said, here it is. Oh man, I appreciate that, Donna. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, any of y'all that could, there's the link. Any of y'all that could sub Urban Grandpa Prepper, if you don't have him, if you don't have Ray, man, Ray's awesome human being, and he was a mailman, and I'm kind of kin to him through that, because my mom was a mail lady. She retired from 32 years at the post office, and so I was a postal brat. So I guess I still am a postal brat, but the post office took awful good care of my mama. And yeah, good deal. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate that. So we're gonna get a bunch of people running your list tonight, Ray, and hopefully you're gonna get some watch time. Leah, good to see you. Oh yeah, I hope y'all have a great week too. Thank y'all for staying with us. I sure do. But yeah, we're staying on here a little bit because I mean, this is actually helping us, and it helps us a lot. It really does, doing these lives. I appreciate that, Nicho Lees. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for staying on with us for a long time on here. I sure do appreciate that. The post office did take care of our package. Hey Ray, what do we do about that, man? They've stole our package from Walsh Farms. The post office did. Is there anything we can do about it? We got the tracking number, and they know where it was last seen, but I don't know what else to do about it. Yeah, you sit down and have a beer with him. He is so cool. He is a great guy. But postal inspector. You were a postal inspector? Was that what you did? Or we need to call a postal inspector? You might be telling us we need to call a postal inspector. I think so. Yeah, Ray's good people, man. I have never. You was a letter carrier. You need to call. Yeah, I thought you was a letter carrier, man. That's what I thought you did. Yeah, I've been to Cleveland once, I think, but man, I enjoyed that little drive around that you carried us on with you, where we drove around your neighborhood in Cleveland. That was a whole lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I guarantee you they're fat, Tony. They've done ate that stuff and had a great time. But But yeah, I think that's what happened. I think they ate that. I think they ate all the food. I think that's exactly what they did. But yeah, I thought she was a letter carrier. My mother was the first female city carrier in Dallas, Georgia, and they give her a bag that on a walking route and put her as a city carrier instead of a rural carrier, and give her a bag on a walking route in the 50s. And the reason they did was to try to get rid of her, because they said she couldn't carry the bag. And so they put her on a city route, which was really a dumb move, because they were trying to fire her because she was a woman. And they figured she'd quit if they give her the city route. But when they put her on a city route, 30 years of snow, I bet you. But when they put her on the city route, there was something that she had that they wasn't paying attention to. She was the only city post office employee there. The rest of them were rural. So she was the only union post office employee there, and she was the shop steward of the union from that post office, because she was the only member there that was in the union. So the union went to bat for her and protected her job when they were coming up trying to actually fire her, when they figured out she wouldn't quit. They were trying to fire her because she was a woman, and it was in the mid 60s. And but anyway, I thought that was a pretty interesting little story. Got to go to Dallas Wednesday to get my license renewed, because Thursday is my birthday. Yep. Now, used to, they didn't do licenses in Dallas. Used to, you had to drive to Carrollton when I grew up. But yeah, we're talking about Dallas. We're talking about Dallas, Georgia. Donna lives in Cedartown. Yeah, people love their mail, man. They sure do. They sure do, man. Mama used to come home at Christmas with all kind of presents that people all over her route would give her. And they, she had a few people that was pretty bad, but for the most part, most of the people on her mail route was just great. They were awesome folks. But yeah, it's Dallas, Georgia is where we're talking about. That's where I grew up. It's right down the road from where I live at now. But yeah, we love mailmen, don't we, Tony? We love mailmen, except for the ones that stole our package there. You have a great mail lady. She's the best. Yeah, we do too. We got a great mail lady too. We love our mail lady. She's pretty awesome. But we got, we got the FedEx. But I'll tell you what's funny is about FedEx. Kaylee, she watched, yeah, happy birthday, Donna. I'm sleepy. I didn't even catch that. But yeah, very much happy birthday. But I don't know why I didn't catch that, but that's exactly what you said. I'm too sleepy. My brain ain't working right. But Kaylee, this is hilarious. Kaylee had watched Castaway. Y'all ever watched that movie Castaway with Tom Hanks? And she would see a FedEx truck and she would freak slap out. And every time a FedEx truck come here, she thought they were coming to get her to put her on that airplane to send her off to that island. And she would just freak out, scared to death of them. And what do you know? We did one of those birthday drive-by things. And just so happens when the police were coming by to drive by, there was a FedEx truck behind them. And he waved at Kaylee along with the birthday parade that came by. And she thought that FedEx personally come to see her on her birthday. So she's not scared of FedEx anymore. I thought that was funny. But we know our FedEx man. He's real nice. I bet you do get a bunch of stories. Yeah, he would be a great guy to meet. Man, Ray's full of information too. He knows all kind of stuff. And Ray's a Comic-Con guy. Hey, Ray, I'll tell you what you would like that I got that is really interesting. And it might not be interesting to everybody, but it probably would be to you. I've got about 600 or 800 Star Wars figures, the original Star Wars figures from the original 77 through 83 Star Wars figures. I've got tons of them. I've got the original Death Star still in the box. I got, let me think of what all else. I've got every fighter pilot there ever was, from Boba Fett's ship to the Millennium Falcon. I got 2 or 3 of them. I got like 10 Ewok villages. I got just about every toy Star Wars has ever made of the old stuff. And anyway, I've got my Star Wars collection is a little over $10,000. So I'm an absolute freak on Star Wars toys. I got every kind of Star Wars toy you could ever dream of. But okay, good night, Tony. See you, man. Yeah, I'm fixing to have to go in there and see if I can get the door open. But yep. I'm hoping everybody's going to run Ray's list, and that's going to be awesome, because that's what we're really on here for. But yeah, I figured you'd like that, Ray. You're one of the few people on here who are into Comic Con, and like, hey, I'll tell you what I got to the other day, Ray, and I know you like this too. I got all the I got Thanos and Star-Lord and a whole bunch of the different Avengers and a bunch of the Guardians of the Galaxy characters, and they're, I guess the 12-inch figures, and I've got probably 20 of them. I've got the original. Yeah, you did. You sent me your store, a couple of them. But yeah, I've got all those the Avengers and the Guardians of the Galaxy ones, and then I've also got the $6 Million Man, and I've got Oscar Goldman. And I've got the Bigfoot off the $6 Million Man. Oh, I love Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh man, you got to watch the Avengers, because Guardians of the Galaxy are part of the Avengers. That's all part of the same group. But it's awesome, man. Guardians of the Galaxy are, now all the Avengers movies are. I love all that. That's what I can just sit in the house and watch that kind of stuff, 24/7. I got a ton of the old Star Trek toys too, still in the box. Just tons of. Oh yeah, you'd love. Go to. Do you have on demand, Vane, on your cable, or do you have cable TV? Yeah, it's awesome. Those are awesome. I love those movies. But I go to on demand and I just watch them over and over and over again. If you got on demand, you can just go up there and look for any of the Avengers movies and watch them, and almost all of them have got Guardians of the Galaxy on them. Yeah, there will be a lot. They'll be worth a lot of money. Hey, Voon, if you want to, I'll send you some of the Star Trek toys if you want them. Never have time. Yeah, you're always catching up on YouTube. I'm the same way. I don't get to watch them near as much as I used to, but I just. But I'll tell y'all what, this is something I noticed on YouTube. I was watching everybody all the time, trying to keep up with watching. And I don't know if any of y'all have ever done this, but you try to keep up on watching, and do it just to where you're not even getting any sleep, because you're trying to watch everybody's videos and keep up with everything that, because everybody's keeping up with yours. And you really want to make sure you're doing it back. Before long, you get burnt out. Yeah, they're always catching up on YouTube. But before long, you got Disney and Marvel. I love Disney stuff too. I got a ton of Disney stuff too. Well, I mean, we just got tons of Disney in the house. But and we're big Disney people, and I love Marvel too. I like DC too. But every once in a while, you start getting burnt out on YouTube, and you got to give it a couple of days. You just got to give it a couple of days. You just got to say, man, he watches when someone comments on his video. He returns them with a watch. That's a good idea. I'm retired and I live alone, and I can't keep up because I'm subscribed to so many. Yeah, we're the same way. And, we're not retired, but it's hard to keep up. It's hard to keep up with everybody. But so every once in a while, you just have to go, hold on a minute. I'm just going to have to take a day where I don't watch YouTube, maybe 2 days. And about 2 weeks ago, I got so busy, I couldn't watch YouTube. I wanted to, but I couldn't. I just had too much work going on. So I wasn't able to watch. And that week that I wasn't able to watch, my watch time went up. My subscribers went up. It's like YouTube rewarded me from not watching. It's the craziest thing I ever seen in my life. But everything went up. I went back to watching, then that purge started coming back. They started taking our subs. Craziest thing I ever seen. But anyway, it's the way it worked. Took a weekend off a couple weeks ago. I didn't do a Friday vlog or a Shed War Saturday. My kids wanted to spend time with me. I think that's a wonderful thing to do because there are not enough hours in the day. And don't ever worry about, having to watch every one of our videos, Vaughn. I'll tell you what Ernie Hatmaker told me, which I thought was absolutely awesome. The computer went down and I went and stopped being on it. Yeah, I know what you mean. Most days in 2 or 3 days behind. Yeah, I'm usually 2 or 3 days behind on most people's channel, but I get back and I watch it. I always get back and I watch everybody's, but I do run a little bit behind. But I'll tell you something. Ernie Hatmaker told me something which I thought was awesome. She said, "Don't worry about trying to keep up with every single video we make. We're friends. We're going to stay friends." And that's the way I feel about all y'all. Y'all don't have to feel like you got to watch every single video we make. I love you. No matter whether you do or not, I'm still going to watch yours, whether you watch all of ours or not. And I may not be able to watch them all, but I'll watch most of them. I'll watch a lot of them. I'll watch every one I can. And that's what it is. The main thing is, this is the main thing. Like with Ray and Tony and Boone, there's 3 people I'm looking at right there. Donna, Dan. I'm the same way with you, Dan. Man, y'all are my friends, man. I'm not just with you because you're giving me a view. I'm with you because you're my friend. Not from as much just because I'm getting something from you. It's nice that y'all are watching my stuff. I really appreciate it. But the main thing I like is having friends. You know what I mean? I mean, friends are something you just can't have enough of in this world. And I appreciate you. I really do. But at the same time, I do want to watch y'all's channels as a friend. But yeah, I stayed behind too, Ray. It's hard to stay caught directly up. That's what's most important is the friendship. That's it. Yeah, I think we all feel the same, Tony. I do. Now, there's some people on that don't, and I have ran into them, and they have flat told me that it's 1 for 1. And if it's not, then they don't want no part of it. I have ran into that before, but, and I respect that too. But for the most part, for us, any of y'all that need a day or two and, miss some of our videos, man, we're not going to be the least bit worried about it. We still love you no matter what. But, yeah, relationships last. Yeah, I'm proud to call you a friend too, Ray. I'm 100%. But yeah, relationships last a lifetime. I totally agree too, Dan. I sort of, and I'm going to get on your site, Dan. I'm going to order some of your seeds because I was looking on there that you had some for sale on there. And yeah, we're definitely going to order some of your seeds. That's the way it should be. Where are you right around Orlando, Dan? Because we go down there a pretty good bit. Man, they got a lot of toll roads down there toward your way. Just tons of them. Last time I was in Orlando, I think to get to Orlando from Atlanta, I think we spent like $10 or $15 in tolls going down through there. You're in Tampa. Yeah, I know. I know. I've been all over. Yep, I know. I know exactly where Tampa is. I've been all over Tampa. I've been. We used to go stay down at Clearwater all the time. Uh, Clearwater Beach. Man, you talking about a pretty place. That is beautiful down there. But yeah, we've. I've been down there a bunch. Oh, he's on Instagram. I'm not on Instagram. He does have some beautiful plants and foods. He sure does. Now, how did you cook those pumpkins, Dan? What did you do with it? Did you make like casseroles with them, stuff like that? Uh, they are plentiful, ain't they, Donna? They really are. Your mom lives in Vero Beach. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I like it down there. I really do. I spent about 2 months down there one time in Naples, Florida. I about died down there. But soups made pumpkin rice. I bet that was good. Bet that was real good. Now, you got old Dominic Minichetti. He lives right down there by you, Dan. I don't know if you've got his channel, but he's got a great channel too. He's a great guy. Best friend lives in Eustis. Who is that? Is that Natalie, Donna? Who you talking about? I still have a few in the kitchen countertop. I bet you do, man. Them things weighed like 10 pounds a piece. Them things were huge. I saw some at Walmart the other day. Have a long shelf life. I saw some of those exact ones that you grew at Walmart the other day, and I told Tina, I said I wanted to get one. Power bill went out again. Natalie's in the Tampa area. Oh, okay. But yeah, I saw that one over there, and I told Tina, I said, man, we need to get some of those because I saw Dan grow them things, and she said, I don't know what to make with them, and I said, I don't either, but I'd like to try one. But you send seeds for us? Hey, man, we'd like to. I'll buy them. Oh, yeah, I need to start the generator. But well, anyway, I tell you what, yeah, I would like to buy them, Dan. I'm gonna hit you an email and get you my address. I sent it to you one time before, but I'll send you an email. Yeah, Tony, you ought to check out Dan's stuff. He's got seeds for sale on his page, and he's got some awesome stuff. Oh man, you don't have to do that, Dan. I mean, I don't mind paying you for them. I know you sell the seeds. I don't mind, but I appreciate that, but I don't want you to feel like you need to do that. I mean, I sure don't mind paying you for them. But yeah, Tony, y'all and Boone, y'all check out his seeds. Well, I mean, Boone knows you already. Tony, are you friends with Dan? Put your link on here if you will, Tony, and maybe Dan can sub you. Tony, if you don't know him, Dan, Our Cabin in the Woods, man, Tony has an excellent garden. He is a top-notch gardener, and you are too. So both y'all are, excellent gardeners. So I think y'all would like to be friends with one another. I think y'all would make some good friends because both of you are some of the best gardeners in the world. I found out why our onions didn't grow, Tony. And I found out why her cucumbers died. She didn't poke holes in the bottom of her container, and then the roots rotted. Remember where you used to saying that she had mold on her cucumbers? Well, that's what it was. She forgot to poke the holes in the bottom of the container, so the water wouldn't drain out. And that's what happened to them. And that's what happened to the cantaloupes too. Her cantaloupes and her cucumbers both didn't turn out worth a flip because of that. So anyway, live and learn. And then yeah, there you go. There's his link right there. Hey, Apricot Tiny House, how are you? Hey, good night, Newman Outdoors. Good to see you, man. Thank you for being on here. I sure do appreciate it. Now, that's my other buddy right there, man. He's good people. Yeah, she'll be on it next year. She'll learn. Well, we got a greenhouse coming, and hey, Apricot Tiny House. But we've got a greenhouse coming from Harbor Freight, one kind of like the Tin Can Gardeners got. And anyway, we've got it going, so we're going to try to keep stuff going all winter, some things, and then get going. Hey, I appreciate that, Dan. Thank you for watching that list. I appreciate you doing that, Dan. That's awesome. Dan is one heck of a good friend to have. Sure is. But yeah, we're getting that greenhouse, and we're going to try to grow everything early, and we're trying to figure out how to do what the Arkansas Woodcutter was talking about. That's succession gardening, and I'm trying to learn how to do all that stuff. And Tony, I've been listening to you, and you were talking about the planting the garden, and we're going to do it more like Voon, and you've done it with the vapor barrier or the moisture barrier or whatever that is down. And then I like how you got your little tool and you burn your holes in it. That's a really good idea. Weed barrier, that's what I'm trying to think of. But we were talking about that because yours and Voon's garden, both of them looked awesome, and y'all both did the same thing with that weed barrier you put down. And so we're definitely going to do that next year. And we're not going to put everything's not going to be in pots. A lot of it's going to be, but we're going to grow a bigger garden next year. So, but yeah, y'all, hey, greetings from Hong Kong. Wow, that's a long way off. Good to see y'all. Oh, thank you, Voon. I appreciate you running this playlist. Yeah, that's what I'm going to be happy if we can find out. If I find out that all of a sudden Ray's got enough watch time that he got monetized, man, I'm gonna be tickled pink. Because Ray, man, has he ever watched your channel, Voon? He watched every single video of our videos and commented on every single video. I've never had anybody do that. That was just amazing. And somebody that's that good a friend, that's what I'm saying. I want to, he has. Well, that's what I'm saying. He hadn't only done ours, he's done yours like that. He's done, how many other people has he done like that? Everybody, just about it. So, we all, I just wanted to shout out for a minute, not like everybody wasn't already doing a lot, but just saying, hey, let's just remember Ray out there. And because I knew he hadn't said nothing in a while. He did for a little bit, but I hadn't heard him say anything about it in just a little while. You remember, we're always learning new things. There's never a bad year. That's true. That's true. Mine too. But yeah, that whole thing you were talking about on planting your garden, that's something that we're gonna have to figure out how to do. Like, we're wanting to get like she's planting right now. She's put out Brussels sprouts, butter crunch lettuce, iceberg lettuce, romaine lettuce. Let's see here, what else? Carrots, collard greens, and she got something else she put out in her fall garden. And she's got all that stuff going right now into her fall garden. And so hopefully this stuff's going to grow before it gets so cold it can't grow. But then we're going to go ahead and start our, somebody said to go ahead and start your onions in the dead of winter. And then they'd be up by early spring. So I don't know if that's right or not, but somebody was watching somebody who said to do that. Your fall stuff is already growing. We got some fall stuff already growing. We started some stuff about a while back, but Make sure she reads the instructions. Yeah. Well, we did. We read the instructions on all these things. They said they would grow in our area. They'd grow into late October and November. So, we're going to try to make it until November. On these. Got to plant container garden inside my house through the winter. Yeah, see, that's what we're going to try to do. We've got the container garden growing out here. Don't think you'll be doing onions. Well, see, we grew onions. Hey, Jolly, good morning. We grew onions. You can get great compost from your local landfill recycle center cheap. Well, I didn't know that, but okay, Van. But what we're going to do, because hers is a container garden, when we get that greenhouse in, I'm going to put a little gas heater out there on it, because we've got natural gas, and I've got a heater to go ahead and put in it. And we're going to put lights on it and a heater, and that way we can keep most all this stuff growing all winter long, a lot of it. So we're going to try to, but it's mostly because we're just really enjoying it. We're really enjoying, growing and being able to do it. How are the plants doing in the new raised bed? Ours are, we don't really have the raised bed. We got those big containers that are out there. And then we've got that one. We do have one raised bed, and we don't have anything in it right now. But you've done 35 channels so far. Good grief, Ray. That's a lot. You've done more than anybody I know. I mean, we've done probably 20 channels, but we hadn't done 35. You've done more than about anybody I know. But hopefully you're going to look up in the morning and you've got about 10,000 watch minutes on in the morning. I'm hoping you're going to. I'm hoping you will. And hoping we'll get that number whittled down. What kind of soil do we have? You're going to laugh at me, Tony. We spent over $1,000 on soil this year because Tina wanted to do this, and I thought, if she wants to do it, I want her to do it. And so we bought all that Miracle-Gro $20 a bag soil, and I don't know if we got $1,000 in it. I'd say in the containers and the soil and everything, we probably got over $1,000 in everything. So it's kind of crazy, but we can use it again for a few years. But yeah, we've got that Miracle-Gro, that expensive pot and soil. That's what we got, and it works. It done pretty good, but I mean, we want to get the price down. So run your playlist down. Thank you so much, the Apricot Tiny House. How's your house going over there, the Apricot Tiny House? Is it going good, and did everything work out on that job thing and everything you had going on? I think you had a job thing going on last time I talked to you. Yeah, I think I appreciate you running that playlist. I sure do. But yeah, I'm about to have to get off here. I appreciate all y'all riding with me for as long as you did. It sure did help us out. Thank you so much. And does anybody want a shout out tomorrow? Because we're going to be doing the shout outs. If you do, if anybody will just say you want us to shout you out tomorrow, we'll shout out your channel tomorrow. Be more than happy to. Still trying to build in between jobs. Yeah. You too, Dan. You have a blessed week. Do you want to shout out tomorrow, Dan? On our shout out Monday? Because any of you that do, we will sure shout you out. I hope the door is open too. Yeah, we definitely will. We'll shout you out, Apricot Tiny House. We sure will. We'll probably shout out a few of y'all that are on here, if y'all don't mind. But yeah, I'm fixing to get off here. I'm hoping the door's open and I'm not gonna have to go beat on her window. Yeah, we're gonna get you a shout out tomorrow, Apricot Tiny House. We sure will. We definitely will. And 100%. And we're glad to do that. Hey, well, we'll shout you out to Voon Child right now. She's got a great channel, Voon, Apricot Tiny House does. She's got a tiny house that she's building and that she's working on, and it's out in Colorado. And great channel. Voon's a great channel too. You're gonna love her Apricot Tiny House. Voon has got the best channel. She's the best person. Yeah, hey Jolly. Jolly, you want a shout out tomorrow? I'll get you one too, Ray. Now I want to shout you out anyway, Tony, because I think you really need it. Because I think you really deserve it. I don't think you really need it, but I think you really deserve it. I think Tony has got Our Cabin in the Woods is just, man, you talk to anybody on here that knows Our Cabin in the Woods. Everybody I've talked to that knows Our Cabin in the Woods talks about how great a channel Tony's got. But good night, Donna. But yeah, I'm fixing to cut it off though, Jolly. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by here. I do appreciate it. And we'll get all of y'all that are right here. We'll do y'all on our shout out tomorrow. But we're gonna do the shout. I don't even know exactly what the shout out's gonna be on yet, but it'll be something. It'll be neat. We usually do it the absolute last minute, and I know some of our stuff's kind of cheesy and kind of crazy, but anyway, every once in a while we get a good one. So, but anyway, I love all y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching, and y'all pray for me that I can get in the house, because Tina's probably got me locked out. Seriously, she probably has got me locked out, because she likes to go on. She wants to go on live, and she wanted to go on live. She really don't want me going on live without her, is what it is, because she really likes to go on the lives too, and she can't because she's got so much stuff she has to do, and then she's got 3 kids. So it's really hard to go on a live broadcast or even do a video when you got 3 kids and there's, 9, 5, and 3 months. And the 3-month-old's the one that's really hard to watch all the time, so she just can't, she can't do it all the time. But anyway, that's why she was kind of ticked at me. But anyway, good night, everybody. I love y'all, and I love everybody. We're going to get all of y'all on our shout out video tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be a good one. And love all you guys. Thank y'all so much for watching Adventures of Frank and Tina. Thank you so much for watching Colette Fry's channel. And thank you so much for being our friends, man. I just appreciate you guys. I really do. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you guys. Love all of you. Good night, Tony Lynn. Thank y'all for sticking with us this long time, man. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are awesome friends to have. When are y'all coming this way, Tony and Leanne? Because y'all supposed to be, they're going to hook to their house and come this way. Anyway, I can't wait for y'all to come over this way. That's going to be awesome. March. Y'all are coming in March. That is cool. March sometimes here is sometimes March here is dead of winter, and sometimes March here is almost summer. It just depends on the year. If it gets real, we'll play this again later. Okay, thanks, Jolly. Yeah, we love y'all too, Donna. But Donna will tell you, in Georgia, if you don't like the weather, you just stick around a little while because it's going to change. And the thing is, in March, I have seen it in shorts weather here. And then in March, I have seen it when there was snow on the ground here. So it's just hard to say what the weather will be like. But it's not going to be hot. I don't know. It might. It depends on, it won't be hot, not like y'all are talking about. No, but it might be 71, 72 degrees out here, 75 degrees out here. Could be even up in the 80s in March, depending on what time of March. But anyway, I love all y'all guys. Thank y'all so much for staying. Thank all y'all for watching, and looking forward to y'all coming in March. Hopefully y'all be able to stay a little bit, Tony and Leanne. That would be awesome. But anyway, y'all have a great night, and I love y'all. And it'll be nice. Yeah, because sometimes it's warm. Sometimes it's pretty warm here, but and sometimes it ain't. But anyway, love y'all, and we'll see y'all next time. And anyway, y'all have a great evening, and thank y'all so much for watching. Love you too, Tony and Leanne. Love you, Tony. Y'all have a great evening. And like Tony always says, support your troops, support your president, vote. Anyway, love y'all. Y'all have a great evening. Bye-bye.